Sheikh, we're hearing a lot about single brothers and sisters in our community who are like over the age of 30, and they may not be married for a lot of different reasons, but part of it is because they're very picky. They want the girl to look a certain way, they want a certain level of education. So if they're a doctor or a lawyer, then the person they're with has to be a doctor or a lawyer. So what's some real advice that you can share with people going through this?
Yeah, so it is a very good question because, why are you not married yet?
I'm going to add one scenario to that. So, as a friend of mine I was talking to just yesterday about this, he's 33, and I asked him, why not? And he said he finds that the people he's met are either too religious or so liberal to the point where they just, they have done a lot of bad stuff. And he can't find anyone like himself. So, there's the qualification one, but there's also kind of like a cultural, socio-cultural.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I have already a problem with what he said because I cannot find anybody like me. So he's already, he put a condition there. I cannot find somebody who thinks like me. Most likely you will not find somebody who's technically exactly 100% like you in your thinking, this is what marriage is all about. Remember the countries, So how to marry somebody from a different country, well, I don't mean like a different country per se, different background, but how can I, yet I marry that person from a different background, and how to get along with that person. And so that I went out asking questions about, why are you not married yet, to those, to some prospects. Some said about, parents could be the culprits. I'm not married because my parents, they wanted me to marry a certain person per se, and I don't want to marry that person. Some said that, they're not mature enough. Some said they don't have money to get married. They have different reasons. Some said, that I was saying, I cannot find the right person. And then I go back to the same question, okay, what's the right person for you? What's the right person? Too religious, or not too religious, what's the right person for you? Some have some fantasies. He's looking for a sahabiya, at night. And he wants her, mashallah, sahabiya, like she wakes up the whole night and fast and fast the whole day. Khadija or Aisha, if you want to have Khadija, then you have to be like Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, But he also wants her to be like a star. If he was to look at her, he would think, he's looking at her face. When he looks at the moon, I think I'm looking at her. This is like so beautiful. So he wants a sahabiya, so beautiful. I say, okay, that's fine. Let's go to Photoshop and let's make her and design her as per what you want. This is something you have to be realistic. You have to be realistic. The sister also, I want to have this. She has also some fantasies. She sees too many movies and hearing too many songs. So she wants that guy who will come in a horse, right? 7 foot, 20. I don't know what's wrong with 5 foot. That 7, 6. I don't know. She wants him to be tall, to be 1,000 packs, and to be mashallah, and to be beautiful, and the hair and this and that and whatnot. And at the end she says, and also a good Muslim. I know how to be a good Muslim, So, again, we need to be realistic in our, in what we're looking for. When the Prophet Muhammad he says, to the man, تُنْكَحُ الْمَرْأَةُ لِأَرْبَعٍ. Women, when you marry, you look for, 4 things. You marry because of, maybe like when you choose a woman, you choose her because of her lineage, because of her wealth, because of her family. Or because of her jamal, because of her deen. He says, pick the one with the deen. Or if you don't, taribat yadak, which means you will get dust. If you marry a woman only because of her beauty, the beauty does not last. And again, to think about beauty, what's beautiful for you may not be beautiful for me. There's a definition of beauty. There's beauty of al-jamal, beauty of the face, and there's something called the inner beauty. The haya is a beauty. The beauty of a woman is a haya. My mother may look at my wife and say, I don't find her beautiful. Fine, but I find her the most beautiful woman on earth, because definition of beauty differs from one person to another, right? So you may, if you only look for beauty, again, beauty does not last. If you look for a woman just because she has money, you're not going to succeed, right? money does not last either. Or you may marry her because of her lineage, because of her family, because of her background, because she's a Khan or Chaudhry, I don't know, because of the family thingy. I want to have a very high status. Again, that also you will get dust. So the Prophet says, marry the one with the deen, and then you will get everything in return from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's for the husband. For the wife, also look at person who has deen, who has khuluq. That does not mean he should not be handsome and whatnot. No, if she needs somebody, if she looks at him, she will feel comfortable, with all the respect. Just like you want somebody like, okay, I want a attractive wife. I don't want to look at her, and then say "A'udhu billah," and then especially in the morning, and I go back to sleep. No, you want to look at something that you feel comfortable. This is why I defined beauty. Beauty for you may not be the same beauty for me. So, exactly, somebody that she finds attractive, but also has the deen, has the khuluq. The family is very important. The family, don't just think he's hafid al-Quran, but he's hafid al-Quran, amazing, mashallah. But also the family is very important, and that we can find in the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam. A lot of people get wrong, information, in fact. جزاكم الله خير.